Alright guys, here's a little update on the Power Mac G3. I bet you thought I was never going to do another video on this one. I'm kind of scared about this thing. After doing research online, there's just not a whole lot of info on them. I wound up going on eBay and getting, I think, a half a gigabyte of RAM. And there was a lot of cheap RAM on there, but a lot of it wasn't listed specifically to work in Apples. And I know that the RAM comes in high density and low density varieties, and so I went with a listing that specifically mentioned Apple G3s. And to get a half a gigabyte, it was about $11.50, which, you know, is a little more than I thought I was going to spend. I thought I was going to get a gigabyte for that much, but instead I got a half a gig for that much. So we're going to put that in today. I do have another issue that we need to talk about. One is this power supply. I have no idea why it's got two power plugs. I don't know if it's like the same thing, or, you know, one just is reversed and one isn't. A regular PC plug does plug into this, and when I read online it says it's a standard plug. So I don't know. So the other thing is, let's open this thing up. A lot of people said that this little battery, I guess it's kind of like a CMOS battery, a lot of times it won't boot if this little battery's dead. So I actually have one of these little batteries coming in the mail, only because I totally expect this one to be dead. But that doesn't mean it is dead, but I would be completely surprised if it wasn't. So even if I put the RAM in it today, and it doesn't boot, that doesn't mean it's not going to boot, because I still have this little battery coming in the mail. It won't be here for a couple days though, so that's unfortunate. But right now I'm going to open up this package and we're going to install some RAM. We're going to plug it in, and I'm going to plug it into this old school Dell monitor and see what happens. Right, let's take a look at this RAM. See what we got. It's in an old Kingston container with some tape wrapped around it. At least they shipped it in a RAM package. That's always a plus. Unbranded, straight up white stickers that just says warranty void if removed. So I don't know who's giving us the warranty, but that's all it says on here. Alright, let's install these. And let's see. I don't know if it matters which ones we install it in. I guess I'll go with 0 and 2. That's kind of a nice, satisfying click, even though it's putting a lot of pressure to get it to go down. It's kind of sketchy. Alright, we got that in. Now let's close this back up and put some power on this thing. Man, I wish I could find more information on this computer, but I can't. You can't see this little VGA plug, but we're going to plug in the graphics card. I'm just going to plug in my regular keyboard and mouse. I don't think that stuff has changed very much over the years. I don't know if it's going to be like a Dell when I just plug it in, it's going to boot. You know what I kind of want to do? I want to kind of look at the motherboard when we plug it in. So let's open this up. I want to see if we get any lights on the motherboard. Okay, you guys ready? I should get a fire extinguisher. Let's go. Alright, the power plug is in. I see absolutely no indication of any kind of power. I don't know. Let's push the power up button, see what happens. No way. You guys hear that? I actually heard a little chime, like a little boot chime of some sort. Is this on? The monitor wasn't on. No way! Are you fucking kidding me? Look at that! A little Apple Mac logo. Mac OS 9.2. Are you fucking kidding me? The mouse works. Look at that. Cannot display this video mode. What does that mean? Dude, why does this say can't display this video mode? Alright, I'm gonna have to look up this cannot display video mode thing. Let me go online and see what this means. No, cannot display this video mode. Okay, so I went and Googled about this display mode not being supported or whatever. Anyways, when I was reading it, it said stuff about reinstalling graphics drivers and a bunch of other crazy shit, and it also said maybe change the resolution on the screen and stuff like that. So I grabbed that screen and I took it over to my computer over there to plug it in so I could change the resolution to something like super low. And when I plugged it in over there, the screen actually said it's in power saving mode, and I don't know how to get it out of power saving mode. I couldn't get like a menu up and stuff like that. So what I did is just unplug this monitor, and I'm gonna go ahead and plug this one in and see if we get a display. Got the monitor plugged in, it says Acer, and let's plug this VGA cable in. Ah, look at that! Scanner not found. Import not supported. What does that mean? It says input not supported, but scanner not found, not ready. Look at this. AOL, Instant Messenger, America Online, Netscape, Sherlock Jesus, it says. Oh my gosh, it just turned off. Maybe I shouldn't have clicked that scanner thing to turn off. Oh man. Oh shit, right when it was getting interesting. Alright, let's see if this thing will turn back on. Alright, it's turning back on. We got the little music out of that speaker. Looks like we're getting something. Mac OS 9.2. Auto configuration, please wait. This is just crazy. Does this close it? No, this close it? Yep. Stussy, Volcom and Stussy, look at this. Let's open Stussy. Stussy logos. Stussy logos. It looks like this guy was doing some sort of graphic design stuff. Adobe Illustrator 8.0. Oh my gosh, this is freaking fun. What the heck? Look at all these cool Stussy logos. No way. All you young bucks watching this freaking channel probably don't even know what Stussy is, but I grew up with Stussy. You guys might still see it like in TJ Maxx or something like that. I guess I'm just a super geek or something, because this is geeking me out. Let's try to get this monitor a little more level. I have no idea what to click on. Random fonts and writing, junior design work, junior typo work, junior viscom work. Look at the date on there. The last time that was done was 2002. Let's see what we got. Oh man, I'm gonna have to learn, like watch some YouTube videos just to learn how to use Mac OS 9.2. So this is cool. He's like, it looks like he's modeling some 3D world, like a room or something. Huh. It appears that this guy was an artist. I would like to get this date correct, because right now saying 1956 is pretty crazy. I figured I'd double click on it and it'd give me some sort of way to do it. No right click doesn't work. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, well, this is super cool. I'm gonna have to do some research into Mac OS. This guy just had senior thesis. He was looks like he was some sort of graphic design student or something like that. The fan's running, the hard drive's clicking. This little battery didn't matter. Our graphics card still works. My $11.50 worth of RAM is all we did. This is amazing. I'm super stoked. And what I was really surprised about is this thing just pops open, no problem. Oh, and there's no button to make it go back in. You just kind of tap it a little bit. Right on, dude. Well, if anyone has any pointers on this old school Mac OS, feel free to leave them in the comments. But this has been a pretty freaking cool video in my own humble opinion. Apple built like a tank.